Okay. You guys, it's Tuesday. You know how you get.
Yes. You said to me Tuesdays are always a little frisky.
Quiet audience.
Oh, I thought it was frisky.
No, this is a frisky Tuesday. I think it's, dare I say, it's the Seacrest effect? I think it's the Seacrest effect, yes.
Well, good morning. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
I realized this morning, I did it yesterday, and I got to come back and do it again, and every day. So this is my routine now.
Honey, this is your life now. This is your life now.
I still try to figure out, you don't eat breakfast?
No, I never eat breakfast.
You never eat breakfast?
I eat breakfast after the show, which kind of segues into lunchtime. So I've sort of taken a meal out of my life. But I've replaced it with Pepperidge Farm goldfish while I watch Dancing with the Stars.
That's a good healthy snack.
That's what I've done, yeah.
That's a good healthy snack.
So how was your day? Like, you left here and then you went right to your radio show.
So I went to the radio show on Kiss FM live in Los Angeles and iHeart stations across the country. And then after that, we did a few things here at the office. I went up and met all the producers again.
Yeah.
In Gelman in the bullpen.
I love that you called it a bullpen.
Because it
is.
All of the producers are on another floor, and Gelman doesn't have an office. He sits in the middle of all of them. It looks like a precinct. It looks like an NYPD precinct.
I don't know if you've...
A newsroom / police department.
I don't know if you've ever been arrested, but I've seen police procedurals on TV, and Gelman's and the producer's office very much looks like where you would take the perp.
Yes.
In a holding area.
It does look like that.
Yeah.
And afterwards, it was such a beautiful day yesterday in New York City. Then this morning, here in New York, and I'm adjusting, I walked outside for a second early, and it was nice. A little humid, but nice. 2 minutes later, it was raining.
Yes. Welcome to New York. Wait, and show everybody. He has fresh out of the box white kicks on, which is my life. Like, I love fresh out of the box white shoes.
And my box of socks didn't make it from California yet.
Yeah. Hi. So I have my, so you have to have your walking shoes.
Is
and
that
then you have to have your fresh
So
out
you
of,
change?
I do. I have my
it's like my friend's daughter wears one thing when she leaves the house, and then she apparently changes when she gets to school into something else.
Is she a teenager?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Okay, so that's the trick?
I know every day when I see my daughter wearing the outfit that I approved of, it's not going to last. I'm like, I wonder what she's got on under the outfit.
And does she change when she comes back home?
She does. She changes, but sometimes she'll forget, and so she'll come in, and I'm like, is that a crop top? She's like, no, it was hot on the bus, so I took off my, I'm like, it's December. It wasn't hot on the bus.
So
anyway,
last night, the Met Gala was here. I didn't go, but I saw traffic.
Have you gone?
I've been once years ago.
Yeah.
But it's a big prom here in New York, isn't it?
It's a major...
fashion and fun and art. And...
Well, you never see... In Hollywood, you guys are used to seeing, like, large groups of celebrities all the time. You know, just in Soul Cycle. They're right there in Soul Cycle.
In the spinning class.
Yeah, spin class.
There's Jay-Z, there's Beyonce. It doesn't work quite like that.
So this is how, like, the Met Gala here is a really... big deal. Like, all of the celebrities come and they wear, you know, it's the costume gala, so you're supposed to wear costumes, essentially.
All right, so let's name that star.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I know who it is. I know who it is, so I can't
you do know. Okay, so see if you guys can guess who this is, yeah? Okay, so this is fashion. Red was big last night, it seemed, at the Met Gala.
Yeah,
yes?
very big. Yes. Yes.
Katy Perry is correct, yes.
Somebody looked online. You looked online. You know you looked online. You were on people.com. Yes,
that's right. And who's the designer, Kelly? Do you know?
Margiela, because it says Margiela.
There you go. I would have said Margiela, but there you are.
Yeah. Well, you're probably right.
And they see more red.
Yeah.
That's
And Comme des Garçons was like who was being honored, right? Wasn't that the exhibit? Yes.
I think so. And so the theme was art of the in-between.
Oh.
That sounds too provocative.
It's too much for my little brain to even understand what that means.
I think it sounds like too much before noon. Art for in between. I don't know what.
In between
when you talk about, that's what I'm thinking.
Day to night, night to day.
I don't know. I thought it was something on my body.
Did you see Jennifer Lopez? Oh, guys.
With Alex Rodriguez. And we melt like candles. Incredible.
I was coming to work this morning and I was going through all the pictures of the Met Gala. I was just looking through all of them one after another.
I actually walked by her dressing room and she was scrolling through Instagram.
I was scrolling through, and I was like, really, you know, we are such Monday morning, is it called Monday morning cowboys?
Quarterbacking.
Do you know what Mark just told me, what a bird in the hand and two in the bush meant? I thought that was a funeral thing.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Like, bird
in the hand.
I used to go to funerals and say, well, you know, a bird in the hand, and people would be like, thank you for coming. And
you didn't finish? You just that part? A bird in the hand, and there's more to it.
I would just say, you know what they say, a bird in the hand. God,
you know how that finishes.
So anyway, so we're the Monday morning quarterbacks
of fashion.
Of fashion here. So we were scrolling through. This is why I never leave my house, by the way, because I don't want people to scroll through and look at me and be like, ugh, she is like a monster. But we get to Jennifer Lopez, who does everything right 100% of the time and fully looks blurry, but you know that she looks blurry in real life. It's not a camera trick. Like, she just is so pretty.
Soft.
Yeah,
Right.
She's so, right.
It's a soft look.
She's so, her face is so soft that you think that it's like the app. You know the app?
You think it's a filter?
It's not a filter. That's her face.
Right.
She was born with the beauty filter from Snapchat.
What was she wearing? She was turquoise or light baby
like
powder blue.
Like a cape and like a thing, like very 70s.
Right.
And then he was very glamorous, and they just look. I just want to. Here's what I want to do, and not in a perverse way, but it's going to sound perverse, so forgive me.
Anytime anyone starts with, it's not going to be perverse.
Oh, there they are. Oh, look, guys, look. Come on. Come on.
That is true, sincere admiration and love.
Oh, let me just say, I just want to go home with them and quietly, not with them, I just want to quietly sit there and be like, guys, I just want to observe what goes on. Do your thing. Does that sound weird?
They have
a name. They're not inviting me over.
They have a name for people like that, or couples like that. I can't remember what it is.
I just want to. I want to. Is it a stalker?
That might be it. Stalker.
But not in a stalkery way, like in a friendship way.
It's just.
But we're friends, okay? I love you.
It's just difficult to explain to them, you know, the way that you're saying. I look at that photo and I think, God, what it would be like to be tall. That's all I see. Yeah. I see them like, oh, height.
He is tall. But he's taller than most people, though.
That makes me feel better.
He's taller than most people. So you're not even. That's not realistic.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're perfect height. Whatever height you are is perfect. You're like 5'10". You're like Mark's height. You're like 5'10".
Okay, my license says 5'10" and a half.
Yeah.
But my doctor says 5'8". So we don't know what's real.
When we had our first son, we took him to the pediatrician, and he was like measuring the baby, and he looks at Mark, and he looks at me, and he says, Mark, how tall are you? And Mark goes, oh, 5'10", 5'10" and a half, something. And he goes, Kelly, how tall is Mark?
It is true. We can lie on our license. All right, so I wanted to tell you about this new trend. You guys hear about this. It's a new trend on Facebook where it's gone viral. People are listing their 10 favorite concerts, but one of the concerts isn't an actual concert they've been to. Some of you are nodding. You've seen this.
What is it?
And so by putting a concert they haven't been to, it's a common question asked when you're creating passwords, so hackers kind of know your name, your birth date, a concert that you've been to, or a first concert. So people are putting up all these concerts, and the joke is you got to pick the one that isn't something they've been to. However, hackers are looking at them and going, oh, I now know one more thing about them so I can hack into their systems.
No kidding.
For example, if you say, like, one of the questions is maiden name or mother's maiden name or first concert, and they're getting information to hack you by all these concerts that are being listed, and people are having fun with it. So I listed my favorite 10 concerts that I've been to over the years, one of which is not a concert I have attended. Okay. So
now, is this how we hack into your
Yes, you'll be able to hack.
I definitely want to get in there. I don't want to steal anything. I just want to see what's going on.
just the cloud, right?
Okay. I just want to see it.
So here we go.
Okay.
Put it on there. Take a look at this. Now, one of these I've not attended. Bon Jovi, Coldplay, One Direction, so people are doing on Facebook. Katy Perry, Richard Marx, Air Supply.
Am I going to pick which one?
Kanye West, Barry Manilow, Hanson, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Which one do you think I have not been to?
I'm going to say Barry Manilow.
No. I have the ultimate Manilow CD, okay? Barry Manilow, I have attended.
I love Barry Manilow.
I love Mandy.
I've been to Barry Manilow.
Hanson, no, I did that too.
Okay, Air Supply. Then it's Air Supply.
Air Supply did at Universal. I've never actually, and I'm desperate to see. I've not been to a con. I've seen one song of his at a festival. Or some songs, but I want to go to a Kanye concert. I've never been to an actual Kanye concert.
You are infinitely cooler than I am, and you've not been to a Kanye concert?
Would you take me to a Kanye concert?
I'll take you. I'll take you.
I'd like to go to a Kanye concert. Yeah, I'm infinitely cooler. By the way, I stood in line for Air Supply tickets, okay? That's how cool I am.
That's really funny. Hey, listen, we just want to send good wishes out to our good friend Jimmy Kimmel and, of course, Molly McNerney. Their baby was born with a heart defect, and he's home from the hospital, and everything is on the up and up. He's had his first surgery. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family and little Billy and, of course, big sister Jane, and we love you here. He went on the air last night. I don't know if you saw him. I saw him. It was very moving, very emotional, and he was really, really good about updating all of us, just giving us constant updates, because he said, I'm not going to be able to answer anybody's questions. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to talk to anybody, so I'll just give you daily updates. And he did it every day. He would give us an update, and I'm just so happy and thankful that everything is okay. And prayers work. Prayers work. I do.
And you know, the beautiful thing that I saw, it was so real when he was telling the story. It shook you on the inside. But the beautiful thing was, baby William. He showed a picture of baby William smiling.
Yeah.
And that really made you realize that those prayers do.
He's such a loving and emotional guy. They're both such good parents that, you know, to see them suffer in any way, and it just makes you, you know, health is all you have. We're all, you know, so lucky. If you have a healthy child, you got no problems in life.
That's so true. Thinking about you guys.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get to that. I just want to read you my anniversary card from my son Joaquin, because it is the funniest thing ever. First of all, it's written on a Father's Day card, so there's that. It's a Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. But then he wrote the note over here. Dear Mom and Dad, this year has been very prosperous. I thought it said preposterous, but it's prosperous. This year has been very prosperous. I wanted to say I have the highest props for you, too. Also, it has been Gucci being alive, so thanks for getting it together.
It does say that.
Gucci. It's been Gucci being alive.
You think that means cool?
Love Joaquin. Happy anniversary.
How many V's are in
It's been Gucci. Yeah. It's been Gucci being alive.
He's so D&G.
He's so D&G. Is that so funny?
I never actually heard that expression.
I love that he says, it's been Gucci being alive, so thanks for getting together.
Props to you for making me.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, we got a big show today.
Yes.
Kurt Russell is here.
Too.
Oh, yeah, Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah, I do. I do. Go ahead.
So we're going to try cupping. Do you know what cupping is? I thought cupping was something else. I was like, Gelman, can we show that on the air? He's like, what do you think cupping is? I'm like, what do you think it is? So it's where they put the suction cups on you, and it's supposed to heal you by harming you.
Right.
Right?
It's pain relief. Yeah.
It's pain relief, but it leaves a big red mark.
But she's going to do it to my face, which I hear has cosmetic benefits.
Oh, good. It's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
And then she's going to stick needles on my face, too. Yeah. I don't care.
What does that do?
They say it gives you a facelift.
Okay, great. on the way out, he probably did this to you, too. Literally 30 seconds to coming on the air. Gelman goes, you don't mind being cupped, do you?
Right. Cups?
No, it sounds great on a Saturday. I don't know.
The most interesting, Gelman goes, you're going to have to take your makeup off for the needles. I go, fine, done and done. He goes, but then people will see you without your makeup on. I'm like, that's their problem.
Performance also by one of the couples eliminated last night from Dancing with the Stars. Nancy Kerrigan, Artem are also here to do a little dance. I got that.
Is it time?
Yeah, I think so. Let's go.
Time for Birthday to Spring Travel
Ready?
Trivia. That's Will Maschio from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
How are you, buddy?
Hey.
Where's the best cheesesteak?
D'Alessandro's.
D'Alessandro's.
Better than Gino's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell them that, though.
No, yeah.
Gino's is good? Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much. Sherry Lombard from Jefferson Township, Pennsylvania is on the line here. There she is. Hello, Hi, Sherry.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Ryan.
Hi. We're admiring your photo.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a hairstylist.
Oh, great.
You look good. What's the new trend? What should Ryan and I be doing with our hair right now?
Oh, nothing. Just keep it the way it is.
Do you know? Do you know if you search my Google history, it says like what comes up on top is cool hairstyles for men, David Beckham. Like that's what comes up because I'm always like looking at what he does.
Yeah,
because I think you have to go in and say, can I have it like this?
You are.
And show a picture.
You know what? You are morning TV's David Beckham.
Yes,
you are.
I don't mean it like that. I mean I think he has a cool hairstyle.
That's who you are to me.
All 5 8 3/4 of me. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna spin the wheel, see what you're playing for. Okay. What is it? Which is it?
Here it comes.
Barbados, it looks like.
The club?
Yeah.
Hey, it's no? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, the club, Barbados, 7 days, 6 nights. Ocean is provided in part by Hotels.com and surprise valued at $8,300. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck. You have a question?
Yes, here we go. On yesterday's show, we talked with Chris Pratt. Who did Chris say was the first celebrity he ever met? Go.
Lance Bass.
Yes!
Congratulations, you and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Club, Barbados Resort and Spa. The Club, Barbados Resort and Spa, offers an idyllic waterfront setting with sweeping views of the turquoise Caribbean Sea on the island's famous west coast. Guests can be as active or as relaxed as they please, with all-inclusive offerings such as water sports, tennis, a fitness center, freshwater swimming pools, 3 bars, gourmet dining, and more. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,300.
So now you can help a lucky member of our studio audience receive a $500 gift certificate from Lord & Taylor. Please pick a number between 1 and 203, Sherry. Who's it going to be?
16.
16. Sweet 16. After the break, stay with us.
Still ahead on Live, a performance by the latest couple eliminated from Dancing with the Stars.
Tim?
So fun. Here comes a superstar. He's been acting since he was a kid. You know him as Snake Plissken and Captain Ron. And now he's one of the stars of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Please welcome the great Kurt Russell.
Yeah. It's good to meet you. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Wait, have you just met for the first time?
We've never...
I don't think we've ever met.
We've never met. We know people around each other. But
That's the fun part about me is I don't know that many people.
No.
So it's always nice to meet somebody.
no, it's true. I've never seen you. You know, I assume you live in Los Angeles?
Palisades.
Yeah, I've never seen you anywhere.
Yeah.
And I've been on every red carpet.
Do you know this phrase? There's an incredible phrase that Ryan used yesterday on the show. When there's a fork in the road, what would Kurt Russell do? Do you know this phrase?
No.
That's true.
That's like a saying.
It's like a Yogi Berra.
It's a Yogi Berra.
Yeah,
Kevin
take
Bacon
it.
has that.
Come to a fork in the road, take it.
Yeah, and so when people face a challenge, they ask, I think a lot of women ask, what would J-Lo do? And men say, what would Kurt Russell do?
All right, I'll take that.
So what would you do?
I'd do what Yogi said. I'd take it.
Take it.
So I read, Kurt, that you're always, every morning when he gets up, apparently he's always happy. They just wake up in a state of happiness.
My mom and I actually talk about that every once in a while. I don't know what that is, but I always have. I just wake up happy. I wake up ready for the day, feel good. It's gonna, often go downhill from there. But I wake up happy. It's good.
Well, you've been with Goldie for 34 years. Does she wake up happy too?
Goldie has a lot more on her mind generally than I do, so sometimes she'll wake up thinking about something already.
Yeah.
But in general, Goldie's like me. She's a happy person.
Now, there was a connection you guys had early on when you met for Swing Shift, right? Mm-hmm. And it was something significant that rattled your bones.
Oh, no, it's funny. Goldie and I had met in 1966 on a picture called The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band, which was a Disney picture that was her first movie.
Wow.
And so it was years later now. She was doing Swing Shift. She was producing it, and I was coming in to meet her. But the night before had been a tough night. I'd been out all night long with my dad. And anybody who was out all night long with my dad was out all night long. So, so it was probably 4 or 5 in the morning. I said to him, I got an interview in the morning. I got to get to sleep. So I set my alarm clock early, and I went early to the office so that I would be there. So there was a secretary there, and I said, hi, I'm Kurt Russell. And I said, I'm just going to go sit in that chair over there. But I'm here.
Right.
I'm here. But I said, I'm going to go to sleep. And whenever they're ready or she's ready or whatever, just let me know. So, drooling. And next thing I know, she said, hey, they're ready. And I went, and it was just Goldie. And I remember the door opened, and she was, and the first thing I remember was I said, wow, you got a great figure.
Oh my God.
And it was like, just something that and she realized the innocence of it. I was seeing her for the first time, and she said, thank you. And then I just watched her take one cap off and put another one on and said, well, let's talk about this.
Wow.
So I was very impressed with just the way she understood it, took it, and was,
I like
cool
it. And the rest is history, as they say.
We'll come back and find out about playing Chris Pratt.
That's Kurt Russell in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. By the way, that's perfect casting. Perfect casting. Like, I actually now believe that you could be Chris Pratt's
I know
father,
what you mean.
biologically.
When I was doing, Tarantino's Hateful Eight, we were out doing the stump for it.
Yeah.
And suddenly one day my phone was going off, and people were coming up to me saying, are you gonna do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Are you gonna play Chris Pratt's dad? And I didn't have any idea what they were talking about. I hadn't seen the first movie, so I was just and I was in the dark, and they thought I was just clamming up, and I said, look, I don't know anything about this.
Right.
So I had to see the first movie and read the script, and once I did, and once I saw what Chris was doing in the first movie, I got why everybody was they were very excited about it. But it was a weird position to be in. For the first time, there was like pressure on you because this movie that everybody loves so much, you were going to now be a part of the second one, and you certainly didn't want to drop the ball.
You were his dream choice. You know.
Well, I bring the right baggage, I guess.
Well, what happened when you guys met?
We just smiled at each other and went, yeah. Right? You get that feeling of the same family of man.
Well, it's funny because he was here yesterday, and I'm watching, as I'm looking at you, I am reminded of him. It's really, we should do a swap.
It's amazing how
we should swap you
similar in age you are.
Let's test it.
Yeah, very similar. You're very similar. You're so similar. Listen, Galaxy Volume 2 opens in theaters and on IMAX. You want to see it on IMAX?
Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. Pleasure. Come on in.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, lovely.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Beth.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So exciting.
Thank you. So fun.
You guys are like so pretty together. It's like I can't even like
individually
handle
we're an
the-
eyesore, but together.
Right. Together it just
hotness.
clicks into place.
Yes.
So you're getting ready to be a maid of honor in your best friend's wedding?
I am.
That's a lot of responsibility. Are you sure you want to undertake that?
You know what? I'm undertaking it and not planning my own wedding till it's over.
Okay, there you go.
But it's been amazing. I mean, she's been my best friend since we were at musical theater camp since we were 15. So, yeah, it's been fun.
Are you giving a speech? I just did this. I just did it for myself.
Do you have any speech tips? Because I'm terrified.
Yes, I will give. I forget what I'm going to say always. So I learned that if I don't stand in one place and I sort of walk around, then it helps me gather my thoughts when I've forgotten them, and people have no idea that you're thinking while you're walking. So it's
So you wandered away
So
from the
I
whole
just walked away,
procession
yeah.
while it was happening?
I was thinking I would just go with champagne.
and you do a little of this, and by the time you do that, you've thought of something, and you go
and
right
then
back
you're
to
like,
it.
and I meant to say.
It's true and it works.
What about champagne?
Champagne is great. I love it always.
Okay, that's good. I think that's going to help me.
Yeah.
Also, there's a website called bestmanspeech.com, and they have great best man speeches.
But she's a girl.
No, but you can. I mean, you can just
change the pronouns.
Oh, right. She, he, she, I. Dan, I love you. Lisa, I love you. Yeah.
And your wedding. So
My
how's it going?
wedding,
She's getting married, ladies and
non-existent.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Potentially.
I know. It's we're waiting till this one's over, but we know woods. Like, I want to be in the woods.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Like scary? Like, is it like a Friday the 13th
No,
theme
like
kind of wedding?
daytime.
Oh.
Just-
Not Blair Witch Project.
Yeah. Daytime, redwoods maybe, and then everybody has to wear cowboy boots is my
nice.
requirement.
It's fun.
That's
Yes.
you know, I saw a picture of you on a horse, and I was curious. Do you ride Western saddle and all of that?
I have a rescue horse named Belle that I rescued a few years ago, and oh, there she is. And I do bareback and bitless, actually, the reflective horse up in Topanga, California.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It seems like the most relaxing and pleasant thing to do. I've never done it.
Honestly, it's like and the book I have coming out, I talk about panic attacks and things that I suffered from, and riding and equine therapy has been the best thing ever.
That surprised me so much because when I look at you, you are the bubbliest, most self-assured, happiest.
All around you, because you're so nice.
No, it's true. I would never assume that they're inside that there's turmoil.
I was a little girl, yeah, and I mean, it was a whole thing for me with finding meditation and then finding the animal therapy too.
But there was a real moment. What was the real moment you said, okay, I've got to change my lifestyle?
Well, when I got Two Broke Girls and I was a nanny sharing a one-bedroom apartment and eating like 2 sugar-covered donuts a day, and my version of greens was like the green beans from the can, but I would keep the liquid in and eat the green beans.
But
and that was
sounds
greens
delicious.
To me.
I'm sorry.
I still love it, but I've upgraded to kale and spinach.
I don't hate it.
But I basically ended up having this, like, when I got Two Broke Girls, my whole life changed and the stress level changed, and I got this, like, Game of Thrones grayscale, like, skin virus all over my body from deep stress.
Yeah.
And from not eating well.
So like acid, right? Like inflammation?
Honestly, it was viral. It was just, and I went to every doctor. Anyways, it ended up being like I needed to basically not eat 5 donuts every day and change my diet and exercise, and I learned to meditate. And
it's a detox, you call it.
It's a detox, and prioritizing self-care and all that. But it was a slow journey, and I'm still on it because I may have had pizza last night because sometimes you gotta eat pizza.
But that's okay,
But that's what the book's about.
Yeah.
It's like everything in moderation, affordable. I wanted just like an easy way, something easy people could follow.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know where to begin.
Exactly. I didn't.
Yeah.
I think, and also moderation's hard for me. Like I go on these spurts of, okay, I'm eating great, and then a weekend comes and I blow it completely, and you sent me menus for everything in New York, so all I'm doing is ordering food.
Well, here in this city, you just want to eat your way through it. I understand.
I know, but I think that here's what. So somebody told me this once. If you have a bad day of eating, just make it a bad day of eating. Don't make it like
a bad day of everything else.
And then, no, but like the next day, don't go, I ate horribly yesterday, so I'm going to do it again.
No, that seems to be that's tough.
We do like there's great tips in the book of like, I have like small things you can do. You know, 1 week, cut out sugar, just for like 1 day of that week, and start small, and then work your way up, kind of.
Right. Boy, but I got to tell you right now, you've got me craving green beans
with
in a can.
With the salty liquid in the bottom of the can.
So good.
Detox, Kelly. It's all about the detox.
You know what? Pick up the detox. She may have been eliminated from the ballroom last night, but she'll always be the Olympic medalist we all love. Dancing the tango is Nancy Kerrigan and her partner Artem Chigvintsev.
Nice to see you.
Okay.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi. Say it. Say your last name.
Yeah, we were over
say it. Say it. Say it.
Chigvintsev.
Thank you. It's so it rolls off of your tongue so easily, and I rehearsed and everything. So what was America thinking? What's wrong? What's wrong with you?
Very good question.
You're so talented.
Thank you.
To me, I would think Nancy would be a dream partner because
She is.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. She's been amazing for 7 weeks, and I feel like every single performance was improving and getting better. Different characters, and
that was fun.
what happened?
I know.
Exactly.
We were having tons of fun.
How do you compare training for Dancing with the Stars versus the Olympics?
Well, I mean, as Artem just said, it was 7, maybe 9 weeks total, and I trained for Olympics for 20 years before that.
Right. Yeah, right.
So it was quite different. But this was so fun, and it was so much harder than I had anticipated. I thought more would transfer, but it's so precise and so everything's so tight.
Do you think
I
that
don't get
people
to flow?
judge you on a different scale because you are an Olympian?
I don't think so. There's been other Olympics.
I'm going to read your face because you're saying yes with your eyes.
You know what I think is everybody's starting competition from different, from different levels, and people will have different expectations for different people. I think Nancy is no exception because she's an Olympian and an amazing figure skater. Maybe it was a little bit different,
Yeah. And plus, the audience, I think, sometimes votes for people they think might get eliminated as opposed to people that they think are a shoo-in. Right.
There's a whole bunch of theories on voting. I remember from all those days of Idol. I know.
Yes, right.
But lovely to see both of you. Thanks for being here so much. You can see Dancing with the Stars live, Hot Summer Nights Tour. So check them out.
Coming up next, the ancient art of cupping.
Cupping therapy. Here to show us what it's all about. Please welcome Dr. Taz Bhatia. Yes, I got it. Okay. Dr. Taz. Okay, Dr. Taz lives in Atlanta, not far from where I grew up.
Schools and
This is amazing.
Traffic on 285. Shout it out.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm very happy, very happy.
So we're going to cup.
Yes,
I've never done
on
it.
the table. Let's start cupping.
He's never done this before.
And is this, what's this supposed to do?
Okay, so cupping is a really, I'm going to get you comfy. So cupping is a really, it's a really old
Wait, what kind of doctor are you?
It's an old form of medicine. It's been used for thousands of years. It's been used from Egypt to China. And essentially, what we're doing with cupping is we're using these suction cups to really
I saw Phelps did this in Brazil, in Rio at the Olympics.
So we're trying to create an area where really we're increasing circulation, we're getting rid of toxins, and we're draining away excess.
Does it leave a mark?
It'll leave some little rings around, in different areas. Where are you hurting?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? Okay.
So no, but I really have pain back right where kind of that cup. Yes.
Right here. Okay. So we're gonna keep going
nice
here.
Back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have you not seen his back? I've never seen his back. Okay, so we're gonna.
I've actually never seen it. You can't see.
You know what? I'm drinking it all in.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Kelly.
Okay.
Needs your help.
Yeah.
Pump the cup.
Pump
the cup.
Hey, Dr. Taz.
Yep. So
Dr. Taz, what are those things?
these are suction cups, and so what they're doing is they're pulling the skin up into the cup rather than massage, which kind of pulls it down, pushes you down.
Is this a quicker procedure than massage?
It's not necessarily quicker. Some people would say it's more effective because it's really breaking up all that muscle tissue right under there, and we actually have studies that say it brings more oxygen into that area.
Dr. Taz, do I just keep pumping back here?
Keep pumping. You're doing great.
Right, really pumped up.
The cup. And we can leave it on here from anywhere from just a couple of minutes up to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Really depending on what you're able to tolerate. So if you can see in here, how's it feeling?
It feels comfortable,
It
quite
feels okay.
frankly.
So again, we can.
Let's turn it up.
Turn it up.
Crank it up.
Let's
crank it up.
Explode at a certain point?
Well, crank it up. Let's put
there
more
you
pressure
go.
in there. And I'm going to put more tension by squeezing.
Now,
these
all right. No more junior varsity for us.
How does that feel? And then in Chinese medicine, they would actually, while you're doing that, I'm going to show something right over here. They would actually heat that cup. So they would take a flame and heat right around the cup here and put that hot cup directly on your back.
Why don't we do that?
We can't. We're not allowed to.
We're not allowed to.
There's a fire rule.
And then we would also take herbs, like all the different Chinese herbs you can take, break them up, and then put those directly under the cup as well to really promote the healing response.
I'm afraid that when we put this on him, it's going to rip his skin off. I've been pumping here for a long time.
Let's try putting that one on. Do you want to try? Just put it directly on him.
Oh, right directly on him?
Yep, right.
Oh, gosh.
Right here?
Right there.
And then
pump a little bit more.
Pump.
There you go. You can see how you're bringing
Wait, are you in pain?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Take it off?
We can let go.
Oh my gosh, am I hurting?
No, it's good. It's comfortable.
So we can keep that there for just a couple of minutes.
I'm
How's it feeling?
concerned about that one.
So you can see, I'm going to actually take one off.
Couple minutes?
I think this is fascinating. So I don't know if you can see the nice ring there.
There's a ring.
So again, in Chinese medicine, the redder the ring, then the more toxins we're getting rid of, and we're really helping to really cure inflammation.
Well, how red is the ring?
It's kind of red.
I mean, look at that.
All right, let's move over and start. Kelly, do you want to try a different?
Yes, I do.
Let's move over here while he's doing that.
Okay.
We're going to try.
We have to take a commercial break, but when we come back, you're going to share the treatment on the face for me, right? Back with Dr. Taz. She's going to cup my face.
Yes, we're going to cup your face. Now, just like we use the body cups for Ryan, now the facial cups look are a little bit smaller. I'm going to apply them directly to your face. I want them, sorry about that. Let's put it directly on there.
I just saw my face on camera without makeup, and it's totally terrifying.
There we go.
You're perfect.
I think it's not. Here we go.
I think we may need a smaller cup.
There we go. Got it? All right. There's your cup. And so what this is doing is essentially, same thing, is helping circulation, helping with lymphatic drainage, helping to tone the skin, and really helps to prevent wrinkles. So this is a great treatment to do.
This is going to prevent wrinkles?
This is going to prevent wrinkles, I promise. So this is a great little treatment to do every few weeks.
It does seem counterintuitive, doesn't it?
I know. I'm like,
Well, it's breaking everything up in here. So a lot of us hold tension in our jaw.
do you know how much money it costs to put all that in there?
You should have talked to me first.
Now you're taking it out.
You should have absolutely talked to me first. All right, well, let's talk about one other really neat anti-aging treatment. So this is micro-needling. If you look at the end of it, you've got a ton of little needles at the end of this pen. They're going to puncture your skin. We're going to bring blood flow to your forehead.
Hit me, Doc.
And that's really going to help prevent wrinkles. You ready? Here we go.
Oh, you feel
How's it feel?
It feels fine.
Good. Yeah, we're being very gentle.
What do you do about the blood?
Am I going to bleed?
No, it's fine.
All right, so see how she's getting just a little bit red right through there?
Am I getting red?
You are getting a little bit red, but again, this is bringing blood flow to your skin.
Yes.
This is going to prevent wrinkles, prevent scars, prevent hyperpigmentation. A great anti-aging treatment that you can do really to move things forward.
I feel like...
Okay, so I'm going to actually take your, well, we'll leave yours on for
Let's take Ryan's cups off.
All right, let's take Ryan's off. Let's see what these look like. Look at this. So that is an area where you've got a lot of toxins, a lot of chemicals.
Oh my God, you hold all your toxins right there.
Oh my goodness, look at the one you did.
You're so toxic.
Wow.
They call me